It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns under the lights on Sunday night.
On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, and we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other from the moment they're tabbed the starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about, well, for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by this promising young signal caller out of the University of Colorado.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
Ford straight ahead. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Putting the tight end in motion. Another one for Ford. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and long for him here. Gets this to Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Back to pass on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's 2nd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
A give up the middle to Ford. And he gets it forward and still about a yard out of that. Amani Hooker with the tackle. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. So the Titans readying for their opening drive of the game. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you can see some of those nerves slipping through.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That's going to be caught, Tony Pollard. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. Caught by Pollard.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Offense marching it downfield on their opening drive. Here's a 1st and 10 from the 47. They're throwing it. Pass brought in by Traylon Burks. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Now looking to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Pass play now. Hits him on the in route. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Pass taken in by Pollard. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Up and good from Joseph. And that will get them on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got a gain of 6 there. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go play action here. It is Cup, left side. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Back to throw. Fights off the pressure. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
You want to know why we see so many gray hairs, Kate, on these D coordinators we meet with? It's plays like that. These D coordinators hate quarterbacks that can escape the pocket, escape the blitz, and make you pay with completions.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Back to throw now. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and you get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. He'll throw it. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Browns pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. This is ahead for about 5. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 31. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 43. Looking slant route, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing it again here. Completed to Pollard. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He sends this one to the end zone. Big gain downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans hold a slim 2-point lead early. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans push their lead to 3.
Round 7.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to the well again. And defenders are there to get him at the line. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
As a corner in this league, oh, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll throw it. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. That one complete to Njoku. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They're set up at the 35 now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He finds Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They'll try and punch it in. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. This time it's a passing play. Touchdown, Cleveland! So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
On is Hopkins for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. He's going to field this at the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got Ridley here on the slant. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing off the play fake here. Hits his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans pulled a slim 2-point lead early. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans push their lead to 3.
Browns 14.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. This finds Carter complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On 1st down, they'll run. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. It's a 17-14 ball game. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Catch made left side by Judy. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Has a lane inside the 35. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives the Browns a first.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives them 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and throw it here. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Looking to the air here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Carlson's kick is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Titans and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going play action. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They give on second to Pollard. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be third down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the gun on third down. Cut out left. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. He's going to throw this one. Escapes the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So they're left facing third and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Here he is on third and long. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up fourth and long.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Setting up a throw. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about three downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On the carry, it's Ford. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Sent down by Cody Barton. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Staying on the ground with Ford. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Sideline throw is incomplete. Should have been intercepted in all reality. Instead, fourth down coming up.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Titans are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. Slot man motioned over. 3rd and long for him here. Pass cut by Ridley. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Johnny Hecker on that a punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fielded just beyond his 40. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. This is Ford. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Sent down by Cody Barton. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Cut by the open man. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Judy there to grab it. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into traffic, complete. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Stopped by Cedric Gray.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throw on third down. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. This one intended for the running back. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Carlson's kick is good. And they've taken back the lead.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Titans and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Lays out. What a catch. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. Has the connection to Ridley. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Dropping back to throw. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. Spears running behind center. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the 1st.
That's a dream come true right there as a play caller, Kate. You leave the offense out there on 4th and inches. You try to pound it forward just to move those chains, but you get the best of both worlds. You move the chains for a lot more.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught by Pollard. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Pass play coming here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
It'll be a field goal try from Joey Sly. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Up and good from Joseph. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They go play action here. Gets this to Johnson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking for a throw here. Finding Judy. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Sent down by Cody Barton. Second and 6 coming up here. Running left, here's Ford. Juke the defender. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. We're at the 2-minute warning of a high-scoring game so far. My goodness. It's the Browns. With it, 1st and 10. Here's a throw. That's going to be caught by Carter. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stopped by Cedric Gray.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 27. This finds Carter complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He finds Johnson. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 17. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking that time for Deontay Johnson. And it's 3rd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Here's a give to Ford. And he's brought down for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
The Titans taking over. Not much time remaining in the half. And with just under 40 seconds left to go, Brock, they can try a drive, but they got to hurry. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. He anticipated that route. It was Johnny on the spot.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Has his man. It's Ridley. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. Third and 4 coming up now. A final throw before the break. Pass taken in by Pollard. And this one does not go far. We have reached halftime. Already a full game's worth of excitement in just 2 quarters. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play.